Sagittarius, it's your time. Come in the next 48 hours. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. My big cat fire signs, big cat wave. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. As you kick your way into the next 48 hours, my big cat fire signs, the planetary energies are Mercury in Gemini squares, Neptune in Pisces. Misunderstandings could lead to impulsive actions that may be regretted at a later date. The conjunction of Mercury and the planet of healing Chiron in the sign of Gemini allows you to make amends with others. Amends? Amends? Listen, I digress. It also gives them a chance to apologize. Are you willing to put the past behind you? These past issues behind you, like a ponytail. Are you prepared to forgive? Well, you can forgive them. You can accept their apology, but you don't have to what? Be in their essence. You can feed them with a long spoon from across the sea, preferably. Mars and Pluto in Capricorn are working together in the sign of Pisces. It's all going down in Pisces today, blood. Working together in Pisces, which is giving you the strength to face problems head on. Don't avoid issues, darling dear. They become into what? Cancers that eat you from the inside out. Face everything. Feel everything and rise. We always lead with confidence and prayer, as well as what? Divine guidance, darling dears. Divine guidance. Namaste, big cats. Let me bring the comments up so I can see who's here. Namaste, Francisco Ortez, you made it. Big cat wave. I am Justice Rising 144. Pinkies up. Hello. Growth from within. I see you. Namaste. Let's push on at a hot trot, darling dears. See what's going on for you, my big cat fire signs, over the next 48 hours. Yes, baby. Listen, I need a band for this hair. I keep flicking it. Got time for that. Got time to be flicking hair. Right. We're going to lead with a rune. Wow, you've got a thruple, darling. This doesn't happen often. Oh, you have Daggaz. This is judgment, darling dears. It speaks about breakthrough as well as awakening to something new. Possibly some intel passing by your peripheral, darling dear. It also speaks about your planning, whatever planning you've been paying attention to, darling dear. Working like a Hebrew slave, putting your back into it, darling dears. You're back into it. It's about to pay off in a big way. Judgment also speaks about an ex. Yes, baby, someone with the hooded, unrequited love eyes that is watching you, a full-on dummy bat. Represented by the letters D. As well as the numbers 80, 81, 82, and 83, darling dears. Yes, baby. Judgment. This is about liberation. You liberated yourself. It also speaks about you're about to experience a change of status, a great opportunity, a life-changing opportunity. My big cat, fires, I nearly said air signs. You need to watch your air sign reading, darling. There's some intel there for you too. It speaks about an emotional transformation, darling dears. And it also speaks about forgiveness. You have to forgive. Otherwise, it's taking the poison and waiting for them to die. And you can't ascend, and you won't be living your life purpose. You'll be bitter and twisted and looking like they, them, and Daggaz. You also have leaning big cat. You have Swallow, the happiest card in tarot, the Sun card. Represented by the numbers 76, 77, 78, and 79. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. That was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up. Represented by the letter S. It speaks about a victory, some kind of health victory for some of you. In others, it's the birth of a child. It also speaks about marriage, parties, celebrations. This is about being divinely guided as well as blessed at this moment in time. With the what? Daggers right next to each other. Listen, agent of karma you be. You'll have to accept it. Yes, baby. The sun card. And as you what? Bathe in the blessings from the Most High because of your due diligence in getting great, darling dears. You've got someone who was a destructive influence on your life. It speaks about betrayal as well as a breakup. This breakup caused your breakthrough. It also speaks about how you was in low self-esteem in certain circumstances. Baby, if you don't stand up for yourself in one circumstance, it bleeds into every area of your life. Believe that. It also speaks about pregnancy as well as marriage. Somebody's going to be hearing of a pregnancy. And it also speaks about vacations. You need to take a holiday, darling dears, even if it's just a day or two. You need to move to a different environment, to what feng shui, your chakras. Balance yourself out. Let a different set of air blow on you, darling dears. You have Ingus, represented by Mars and Aries energy. It's represented by the Emperor in Tarot, protector and provider. This also speaks about a father, a husband, and a loyal partner coming towards you. A protector and provider, no less. Right next to the Sun card, it speaks about a union, possibly the union of a long-term situation or a renewal of a friendship, one that had to go through the fire. I'm not talking about a back front neck tabbing snake straight out of the crevice of the devil's balls. No, it was a friendship that you just grew apart. This also speaks about the male fertility. Yes, baby, you better be careful because if you got eggs, be prepared to be fertilized. If you're wanting to be fertilized, good God. The Emperor. This also speaks about your leadership skills. You've stepped up into boss up mode, darling dear. You are an entrepreneur of somewhat, whatever industry you're in, darling dear. You are a big deal. Yeah. And it also speaks about you having little patience for those that are weak and not self-starters. Big cat, don't stand in judgment. Judge not, lest thy be judged. You don't interrupt idiots when they're making mistakes. You move out the way so it doesn't what catch you in the afterglow or the fallout. We also have a father figure. The sun energy speaks about children as well, darling dear. And we have judgment. He speaks about the separate energy of a father. Judgment speaks about ending a situation. There's a parental figure who's ended their situation with their progeny, darling dear. Did the progeny know? Especially if the progeny is only a few months old. This father's getting back their business, mate. Yeah. They were skullduggerers from the beginning. They had the unrequited love for someone else, darling dear. The actions within a relationship with someone else is what they gave to you. Oh, well, give it back, darling dear. Give it back. Don't get smoked. Let's get your ancestral message. Oh, a cycle has ended, darling dears. The Judgment card is living up to its name. This deck. If you're interested in purchasing the deck, please follow the link to my Amazon store and purchase it, darling dear. Let's get the overall message. What does your ancestral team want you to know? Today's Whispers from the Ancestors Sunday. I've got a yoga class. When I come back, I'll be giving you their take on what's going on. What's going on for the big cat? What do you want them to know? What does a fire sign need to be aware of or to fully understand today? Thank you. Good God. What did I say? Forgiveness, darling dear. And it's the lead card of the deck. You saw me shuffle. There is no such thing as coincidence, darling dear. It's being pointed to the right direction. Things happen for a reason. I can't even pronounce her name, darling dear. Can you? If you can, put it down into 3 or 4 syllables in the comments so I can sound it out, blood, because I'm telling you. You'll have me in the tongue wrestling with myself. Let's see what it means. Oh, and it's the last card. Number 1, 5, and 9. The 15 is Capricorn, devil energy. It speaks about obsessive jealousy, darling dear, as well as a controlling factor. It speaks of codependence, small-minded. Was it? The dull-eyed simpletons. Yeah. And you also have a 9. You 9 that situation. This is the energy of Virgo, the hermit, darling dears. Having isolated yourself in spiritual quarantine so that you could get great. It also speaks about the patience you took in what? Building a new system for yourself. Something that you put a lot of effort in. Something that impassions you, darling dear. It's put you into what? A boss mode. The Emperor gathers all of the intel, darling dears. The Emperor embodies all of the kings. Let's see what the fire signs message is. Oh, they've got it here. They've got how to pronounce it in the book. Guys, I'm not going for it. No, not right now. I'm not feeling it. Right? Let's go. When you've said or done something you regret, it can weigh heavily on your heart. It doesn't matter how long ago the mistake was made. You can go on punishing yourself for a lifetime. They're punishing themselves, darling dears. What they did to you. If someone hurt, betrayed, or disappointed you, it can be extremely challenging to let go of the harm they caused. What this says, I don't know what the name says, brings forward the most potent healing method that exists in our universe, forgiveness, she says. You've chosen a profound spiritual practice. This process may transform your life. Holding on to guilt or resentment eats away at the body and spirit. Bitterness is unprocessed anger and will only fester, doing nothing to bring about healing or change. This doesn't mean you condone abusive or cruel acts. It doesn't mean you forgot or deny the harm. It means acknowledging that in order to move forward in life, to calm both health and happiness, and claim it, darling dears, you must work on forgiving yourself and others. Just being willing is enough. Say an empathic prayer to bring the energy of forgiveness into your heart. I will take care of the rest, says this goddess, this ancestor. They want your heart. Your heart, they're seeing your heart like a lotus flower, darling dears. A lotus will bloom in the dirtiest of waters. They want your heart chakra to be clean and whole. They don't want you to be caught up in the bitterness of the past, the wickedness that was perpetrated against you, the heinous crimes, darling dear. You have to forgive them. It's unhealed anger. For you to screenshot and read at your leisure, and right next to Thoth, the father of tarot, darling dears. And I don't know why I showed you that page. You're meant to see it. There's no such thing as coincidence. Somebody's possibly looking at the emerald tablets. I told you I'm a well of information. I'm an avid reader. Base of the deck. You got hell! Hell! Ending of a cycle, darling dear. Love it. Posh clap. Sudden change. Liberated yourself. Bit off your, or chewed off your proverbial foot. But it's about what? Releasing your mind, darling dear. Releasing your mind. And in the what? In the words of forgiveness, darling dear. Somebody's going to try and offer up an apology to you. I told you already, Mars and Pluto in Capricorn and Mars and Pluto in Capricorn is working together in Pisces, right? Which is going to give you the chance to face issues and problems head on over the next 48 hours. If the bottom feeder wants to say they're sorry, let them say it, and then send them off with 2 of these and 1 of those. You don't invite hell back into your life. Your life is an exclusive club, darling dear. And that intel, right, and the energies, right, can be rescinded at any moment. Somebody wants to be a bad news bear. They're not enjoying the fact that you're happy. Happiness is an inside job. No one can make you happy. No thing can make you happy. It's the happiness you feel from within. Inside out job, darling dear. Remembering the hell that you went through. Right. Let's get some tarot on the table and see what's going on. Base of the deck. What do we have here? Good God, betrayal, lies, skullduggery, a broken heart. Treachery, darling dears. Treachery. Wow. You've got a treacherous person. Somebody who broke your heart chakra. Someone whom you had to what? Dust off your sandals and head out. Matthew 10:14. What about the treacherous? Let's give it a good shufty and see what's going on. Trying to infiltrate your cranium. Possibly to want to say sorry. But sorry doesn't mean you take them back. I tell you all the time, my dear big cat. Regret and remorse are 2 different things. Regret is a Judas. Remorse is a Peter. What you need to know, darling dear, we have the moon energy. The moon energy comes with Cancer and Pisces. It also speaks about a bad friend, bad energy, bad vibes, bad credit, bad intentions, bad advised, right? What else turned over? Let's see, right? You've got the Death card, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Good God! Let me tell you something. The Death card. You better turn your shapely back, darling dear. Law 16. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is charming. Loves the attention of others. Possibly even a natural born leader. But they use their ways, their wiles. They've got the Shakira hips. Don't you know, darling dear? This person was quick to rush in with what? Criticism. Right? Yes, baby. Criticism swift, and the Knights always speaks about messages. This person or people would like to give you some kind of message. You turned your shapely back, darling, and moved on. You ended a situation, and that created a transformation in your life. Endings as well as new beginnings, darling dears. A treacherous person, as we already saw from the planetary energies, would like a few minutes of your time. They want to whisper into your shell, like possibly to ear hustle you. The Knight of Swords, darling dears. This also speaks about what? How you was intuitively guided to heal your broken heart. Whomsoever broke your heart, darling dear. It also speaks about what? You're moving towards new social contacts. Divine wants you to use your discernment and your intuition in these situations. Because you have some takers coming towards you, darling. They are takers of energies. And with the sword downwards, it speaks about lies and skullduggery. It also speaks about those that have what? A mental issue that's been unchecked, darling dear. The King of Wands with the unsatisfied eyes, the genitalia that has no chill or pause factor. Deaf to that situation, you don't want it. You've gone Swahili. You said sitaki. Oh, devil energy, Capricorn energy, darling dears. This person is obsessively jealous. They're looking back at the situation. They would love to have you in that seat again, the seat that they controlled. The King of Wands is somebody who is sexually guided, darling dears. But divine is telling you, don't take this personal people back, because you have an emperor coming towards you, one that is healed and whole, happy on their own, darling dear. You're going to have to give somebody what? A shufti, mate. Tell them what? Two of these and one of those, but hear them out. You need to understand how much you've grown. When you see them, they're not even going to look the same. When you take your energies off of someone, darling dear, they shrivel. We've got the what? Nine of Swords, because you're thinking clearly. Under the moon energy, you went through a lot of depression, sleepless nights, unable to eat, right? Either you was too fat or you was too skinny, darling dears. Psalms 55:23. A liar is going down. Bobby Brown. The Swords is about you listening to what they have to say, darling dears. But notice, the seat is empty. The hot seat. No one wants to sit on that seat. Not even the King of Wands. The seat where you can be controlled from. Capricorn energy. As I said, someone's obsessively jealous of what you've got going on. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Seven of Cups. You've created options for yourself. They see that, darling dear. This also speaks about logic, using logic. This goes to Ten of Swords. Again, the betraying betrayer. This is about removing said swords from your back chakra, darling dear. Malicious gossip, being aspersion, being cast on your good name, big cat. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This also speaks about the options, darling dear, using your intuition, moon energy, to choose it, darling dear. You'll feel it in your solar plexus, in your tummy. Clarify the King of Wands. Three of Wands, darling dear. This speaks about what? An 11-11 fade coming towards you. You've created some kind of stable foundation. It also speaks about a party or celebration. Did I say? The Knight of Swords also speaks about an invitation. This person wants to invite you out, darling dear. They see it for you. They see that you've created a stable foundation for yourself, and you're not the same cat that you used to be. Transformation, darling dear, as well as transcendence. This is also what? Some of you had addictions, darling dear. It could have been drinks. It could have been drugs. It could have been addiction to people, right? Addiction to what? People pleasing. You cut them strings, mate. And you beginning the rebirth of you, darling dear. And it also speaks about what? You're being watched. Yes, you are. Sputnik, the mouth breathers, are watching you from a distance as your ships come in. This speaks about your long-term vision is about to bring something stable, a stable foundation. This is Four of Wands into your life. A cause for celebration. It could be a new home, a new job. Wands also speaks about action. You could be moving to a new business premises or creating a new business. You've got options, mate. Base of the deck. Three of Pentacles, teamwork. And when you see many threes on a tablet, it speaks about a throuple. Could be a third party. The third party could be anything. It could be a whole human being, a tree sloth. It could be a job. It could be drugs and addiction. You were dealing with somebody who was addicted to their own self, as well as what? The sex of it all, darling dear. They love the attention and company of others, but they didn't look about the long-term effect it would have on their life when you turned your shapely back. Well. You are the red light, green light champion, the Three of Pentacles. It also speaks about what? Because you transform some kind of service, some kind of craft you're giving. This speaks about being groundbreaking. You're different from others. You're being checked out. It also speaks about loans, sponsorship deals, being recognized as a major crafts person in your field, the red light, green light champion. This is teamwork, darling dear. You're going to get teamwork like never before. You're being checked out by someone who wants to sponsor you. They see you as a natural born leader, darling dear. King of Wands, adventurous, highly intelligent, but you're charming, darling dear. Somebody sees you as extremely charming. Expect some kind of contract to be offered to you, but pay attention to the fine print, darling dear. Don't get caught up because you've got options. Clarify the devil and the teamwork. Good gosh. Baby, you're getting a hand of God. Yeah, love it. I don't hate it. The 10th cup. This is generational wealth and inheritance and improvement in your health, darling dear. Your mental faculties, your mental health is your wealth, and you fully understand it as you're handed what? The big pentacale over the next 48 hours. Look, all of this money, darling dears. You're about to be recognized. This speaks about stepping into fame. It also speaks about the gamble you took on yourself. You took a risk on yourself, and it took time. But somebody is about to court you for your certain je ne sais quoi. It could be a love match, it could be partnership, it could be a new job. You may have a platform, darling. The Pentacles represents online. Something's about to take off. Why? Because you've got it like that, big cat. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Love it. You've got that glow about you. A new beginning. It also speaks about a family meeting. There's going to be a family meeting for some of you, darling dear, where you're going to realize that you are in the crevice of the narcissist's stronghold. Divine is cautioning you to what? Bring an end into the situation, darling dear. Yeah, when you see an obelisk in the background, it speaks about masculine energy. There's a main masculine role, and we saw it from the Emperor energy, a father figure who's controlling, darling dear. This person is a liar and would like to bring you back into a situation that will keep you stuck. Be wise, big cat. Be wise. 9 of Swords in the reverse. And it also speaks about negative energies, returning it to sender. We've got, is it going to come up again? We've got 8, 12, that's energy of strength, and we've also always gone to 13. Scorpio again, the death card energy, a new beginning, an ending. Scorpio is represented by the 9th house, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. It's about inheritances as well as transformation. We see the 10 of Pentacles. You may even get a surprise inheritance, one that you didn't expect, because you thought this person was a real what? Devil, darling dear, demon, being left something in a will, because death card can also speak about the death of a literal death of someone that you're not around at this moment in time, and it could be a father figure. Father figure could also mean brother, cousin. Clarify the moon card, please. Thank you. Look at this shit. We've got the what? The 4 of Swords. But notice the 3 of Swords above the 4 of Swords. This was a heartbreaking situation. Bad energy, a bad friend, bad advice. Something that was deliberately delivered onto the intel information in order to keep you stuck. You healed from that energy because you went within, darling dear, being guided by the unseen. Psalms 91:1. What's the Knight of Swords got to tell us? This message. Look! I can't even bring it over to there, darling dear. It fell on the what? The King of Wands, the Emperor in reverse. This is a High Commander Decepticon, and I already told you, there's a parental figure who's ended their relationship with their progeny. All because they can't control you anymore. You caused the ending on a situation. Thank you very much for the super chat, darling dear. Mars and Aries energy. This is somebody who abused their power, abused the power you gave them in a situation. King of Wands with the unsatisfied eyes, a dick dealer or a mattress backer, whatever fits your situation. This person would love to give a message, but they haven't. They're trying to send a message. Okay. Passive aggressive, darling dear. If they've cut off your progeny, passive aggressive. They want to hurt you through your progeny, but they're only hurting the child, the mind of a child. But what they're forgetting, darling dear, these babies won't be babies forever. And they will be old one day. Base of the deck, darling dear. We have the 4 of Pentacles on the Knight of Swords. Keep control of the situation. You've got a new home, a new business, a new job. Your health is looking on the up and up. This person wanted you to go down, Bobby Brown. It also speaks about malicious words, darling dear. The feet that run to do wickedness. Something that Father God hates, darling dear. And the hands that spill innocent blood. The haughty eyes. Right? And those that bear false witness. Yeah. Proverbs 6:16. You've got control of your faculties, darling dear. The person never believed that you'd be able to control the situation, handling everything, and more money on the table, darling dear. This was a blessing. This lesson that you went through, the cycle that you've ended over the next 48 hours, you will realize how much a blessing it was to you. Yeah. It's all about the perspective, darling dear. Clarify the death card, please. My big cat fire signs. Thank you. 1111 fade, darling dears. A new beginning. This is parties, celebrations. It also speaks about movements. You may even be celebrating something new that you've put together. The King of Wands always leads the energy of entrepreneurial skills. Something that you sought out, you followed your passions, took action, and you're about to be paid back in kind. Look at all of the money underneath the 1111 fade, darling dear. This is abundance, and abundance comes in many forms. Abundance with peace of mind, a healthy outlook, a new perspective. Skrilla.com, darling dear. And what? Mutual minds and souls working towards for the greater good. Yeah. Base of the deck. Look! They're not happy, mate. Spying, Knight of Swords, would love to rush in, full of passive aggressive, directing darts at you. Devilish energy, darling dears. Obsessively jealous of what you've got going on. This new lease on life. Because you ended a cycle. If you've got progeny, they're taking it out on the progeny, darling dears. Clarify the Nine of Swords. More Skrilla, single and independent in the Chariot. You've made a lot of progress, darling dear. Some of you may even have a new Chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. Have on your darkest glass as you're driving past them, darling dear. Single and independent, solo dolo, like the girls or boys on the pole. At this moment in time, darling dear, you are drama-free. And you know your worth. You will still soon trot up to the Queen of Pentacles, and straight up to the Empress, darling dear, over everything. Continue to be drama-free. And it also speaks about being spiritually guided as well as enlightened. Chariot energy, Cancer energy. This also speaks about the development of your psychic abilities as you continue to go within. Spend more time on your own, going out into nature. It also speaks about the meeting of a new partner, darling dear, because you are solo and whole, healed from past situations. This is coming towards you, a hot shot, darling dear. Something that you're going to want to think about and pray on. Base of the deck. I told you. You're healed. Three of Swords in the reverse. You've healed, darling dear. You took those knives out of your heart chakra. What was it? Fall down 7 times, get up 8. This is about you understanding to walk with the wise, and you'll be wise. However, the information or intel came towards you, darling dear. You learned a lot of things. Knight of Swords twice is about the acquiring of information. Information that has created options in your life. You're looking at what's coming through for the long term, darling dear. The long term. You've got options, mate. Options. More money. This is a cup, darling. There's a cup of the past. Somebody's having nostalgia. And it also speaks about holding a partner in higher accolade than yourself, darling dear. It also speaks about the children. Somebody's going to be trying to confuse the children, the progeny, darling dear, and looking to see what their actions, what effect it has from a distance, darling dear. And they would love to come back. Baby, you better choose wisely. 2 different decks. You've got the 7 of Cups trumping the 7 of Cups on top of the 6. You went from the 7 to the 6 and back up to the 7, darling dear. Don't be fooled. You have a son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown, darling dear. It's the dragon or snake in the cup. A doppelganger, Agent Smith affiliate coming through. What's this? 9 of Wands. This person loves the attention of others, and what uses the energy of others, and they are watching you. What did I say? They're watching to see if you would stumble and fall. But how now, brown cow? My big cat, fire signs. You are cum laude. Whatever you did, you've done it with honors. All of these beautiful cards. You are in receiving mode. The Pentacale always speaks about a new beginning, a new cycle. We see the Ace of Cups in this Pentacale. This is your creativities, and it also speaks about the cup that somebody wants to offer to you. On this particular card, you see a couple courting. True love's first kiss, darling dear, for some of my big cats. In others, this is a true partnership, a business deal. Whatever you've been working towards, darling dears, it's recognition in your field, standing out. Base of the deck. And as you win, darling dear, someone's going down Bobby Brown. This is what they've got health issues, right? They're having issues with money, right? They're in debt on Keitha and Malkuth. They're about to be displaced, told to fetch the black bag's blood. But it's not by you, darling dear. You've already done that. What's this? Five of Swords. You washed your face like David. This is someone who was passive-aggressive, darling dear. They was trying to send you some kind of a message by the absenteeism from your progeny. This person, whomsoever you left in the past, darling dear, knew it was a stable foundation they had with you. But they couldn't help themselves. They've got the devilish ways, the King of Wands. They needed the what? The attention of others in order to feel like a big dog, right? Well, guess what? You are a big cat, and you wrestled them to the ground with your intellect, your ingenuity, right? Your dedication, and your trust in the unseen. You ended that cycle, darling dears. They're not loving it, but you're winning. Money is not your issue at this moment in time, because you focused on work. Money comes to you, right? And because you focused on work, true love will find you, because you are healing, because you are self-validating. This is why it's all coming towards you at this time. Let's get some more messages. Right palm itching me. Skrilla is afoot, darling dear. Share the energies, big cat. What else do we need to know for the big cat fire signs for the next 48 hours? Grounding yourself, darling dear. You need to what? Walk on some grass. Sit down, take the time to meditate. Everybody meditates in different ways. Don't watch someone else's method and expect to catch their fade. We are all different, darling dear. We are all connected by the Most High, by the subconscious mind. But you have to find your own method to get what? Great, darling dear. To find peace. And you are grounded. Once you what? Trust in the Most High and move in silence, because you're going to a new level, as I said. And as you go to a new level, the devils, the freaks will come out in the daytime as well as the night, darling dear, to try and catch your fade. 12th house, the hidden enemy. It also speaks about the occult as well as psychic abilities. Yes, baby, hidden enemies. They're coming back, darling dear, because you what? Gave yourself the gift of solitude so you could get great. It also speaks about old age. Whatever you do now, darling dear, will keep you into your old age. Remember I told you that you saw all of the Skrillas. It also speaks about making new investments, going to breaking new ground in other areas. The 12th house is represented by Pisces. I told you it's all going down in Pisces today. It also speaks about sorrow. Somebody's filled with sadness. They see you as a missed opportunity as you what? Climb to this new level. Grounding could also speak about breaking ground. Some of you are building homes. I heard something about tiny home, right? Karma, darling dear, is afoot. Karma for what they did, and their karma is to what you want. Continue to ascend spiritually, physically, mentally, in every way. The 12th house, darling dear. Having gone through what? The full cycle of the wheel of life. Base of the deck, we've got the 8th house, Scorpio energy. 8th house is what? The joining of finances, darling dear, the wealth of others. And it also speaks about death. You're going to hear about somebody dying. My condolences, darling dears, over the next 48 hours. It also speaks about assets. We already saw the 10 of Pentacles. It could be a surprise inheritance for someone. You're not expecting it. This person lived like what? MacDuck, sat on all its money. Didn't want to share or help anyone. Right? Oh! And a scandal is afoot, darling dear. Baby! Big cat. If you hear anything, if anybody tries to ear hustle you with what? Gossip of the streets, darling dear. Don't say anything. Don't react. Sometimes you have to listen to the wickedness to hear what's going on, mate, so you can avoid, and avoid. Scandal is afoot, as somebody's also going to be what? Scandalizing the new level that you've achieved. Right? Pay attention to the messages, the signs and the signals right under the 12th house with the hidden enemies. Pay attention to your what? Solar plexus, darling dear. Your intuition and your discernment. Not everyone that shows up as a friend is your true friend. And if they crossed you once before, darling dear, they've come to do it again, but in your face. They're going through karma, and you don't want to what? Go hand in hand with them to the bottom of the pit. No. They're a backstabber. Luke 22:48. And no rest for the wicked. Isaiah 48:22. What's this? Third eye chakra. Your intuition, darling dear. Pay attention of what you bring to the table, what you was able to achieve. The next 48 hours is a blessing, darling dear. Sudden change is upon you. Sudden change. Be prepared, big cat. Be prepared. Right? Continue to stick to your ethics, your boundaries, your ready, whatever it is, darling dear. Because it stood you in great stead. Especially in the face of a scandal, darling dear. We've also got a pregnancy in the reverse. Possibly that's what the scandal is. The pregnancy that never was. It was fugazi. Or an entrapment from a pregnancy that's not wanted. And it's family energy. It's around family energy. You're going to be hearing it. This scandal. Right? Don't have any faith in that situation, and don't trust everything you hear, darling dears, because it's coming on the balls of the feet of a merchant of slander, a flying monkey who's probably pepper dusted it with their own intel. Sometimes it's to get your energy and get you involved, darling dear, because you are no longer on their level, darling dear. You've stepped it up, figuratively and literally. Stepped up your game to abundance. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Forgiveness, darling dear. Forgive them. And anytime those emotions come up again, forgive them and look at what you was able to achieve out of their energy. Independent, 9 of Pentacles. Looking beautiful in them streets, communing with the Most High. Focusing on your own goals, your own dreams, and your ambitions. That seed you sow, darling dears. Your long-term vision will be paid in kind in the next 48 hours. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.